You're a contracted worker.
Jacob, you could pick whatever day you want.
Not to mention, you've been making me sick recently.
Probably.
Damn.
Probably. It do be like that.
Wait, I'm trying to.
I imagine you're not going to wear a pink hat to a wedding again.
Again?
What do you mean?
Did Eric not even tell you about that?
Not a word.
Oh my God! How did Eric not tell you about that?
Not a word.
I could have sworn he would have told you.
What happened?
No, nothing. I don't know.
Okay.
You really? You're being dead serious. You have no clue.
Not a clue.
I don't know why, but the first thing that comes up on my phone is
What
the
happened?
option for me to sign into UPS.
I had a bride that complained about Jacob, like, severely.
Yeah? Which one?
I'm not going to say.
Is it the Jewish one?
No. But that one did.
I heard about that.
That one also complained. You've had a bad week. Funny enough, out of all the weddings that you've done for me, I've only gotten great compliments about you, except for in the last week, where I've gotten 2 negatives, where they both want refunds.
Hey, man.
And it's
refunds, really?
Yeah.
Why? What happened?
Well,
I want to know. Yeah, I want to know too.
Well, the Jewish one, that's pretty.
What happened?
Fucking communicate with me, and I can do what you want.
Wait, what happened? Say.
Well,
I don't feel bad.
What happened?
No regrets.
What's
the other one?
The other one is that the bride wasn't going to say anything. She had a couple. She said, and I don't know what these things are yet. I'll find out on Wednesday because I have to have a phone call with her. Actually, I have a phone call with both of them on Wednesday.
Nice.
But she said there was a couple little things, but she was going to ignore. It wasn't a big deal, so I don't know what that means yet. But she got her preview photos from her photographer.
Yeah.
And in one of the preview photos, you see you, which isn't so much the issue, but you're wearing a pink hat. And she thought that was very unprofessional and disrespectful because it shows that.
Take it off.
Well, she's.
What wedding was this?
Again, I'm not going to say.
No, I need to know. Like, was it like if it was an outside? Was it an outside?
No, it was indoor.
Okay.
Because the photo I saw was indoor.
Yeah.
Granted, she said that she saw you with it, but you would take it off when you were like near her, so she didn't. So like that wasn't. Maybe not.
No,
maybe.
My brain has not processed that is like not cool. Because I usually put the pink hat on when I have to go outside to shoot something. Because then like when I do like drone shots.
This was definitely indoors. This was like in a reception hall or something like that.
If it's the one that I'm thinking of,
I might be able to show you the photo.
Yeah, if you show me a photo, I mean, I would know why I'd have the pink hat on.
Okay.
I usually put it on when I have to go outside for like a shoot, or if I like run somewhere.
Well, apparently, and again, I'm going to say allegedly because people will exaggerate once like how this stuff goes.
Yeah.
And they want a refund for that?
Well, yeah, because she's very upset that if she ruined all her photos and now like.
How many photos is he in?
I feel like that's a photographer's problem.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's actually really interesting. We had to drive. That was the one that started in Madison. We was at the church, and then we drove like 45 minutes into Sussex to like their new venue. Yeah, and where we were filming, not that room, but the room before, it was open. There was an open roof, and we were filming it. We were shooting outside. The photographer took the bride across the street to the bridge I told her about without even fucking telling me. But yeah, no. So that was partially outside at that venue.
Well, I would.
No one told me that was a problem.
Well, I will say like 99.9% of the time it's probably not a problem, but I'm going to give you some good advice moving forward now.
Wear a black hat.
I mentioned that I want to get a black hat for shooting weddings, but I would
either get a black hat or not wear a hat.
Yeah, I was going to say, why just don't wear a hat?
I wonder why. So those photographers at that wedding the picture you showed me, there were 2 photographers there that day. Hey, don't take photos of the videographer, and that won't be a problem.
Are you going to give her...
Well,
I'm sure you can't say it.
Well, no, here's the problem, though. Even though, like, there were 2 situations recently where, I mean, on a technical level, like, I got complaints about Jacob. The truth is...
Wow.
Not to mention, first of all, I want to say for the record, I've had worse complaints about myself, so I'm not trying to pick on Jacob here, nor I don't think I'm picking on you
I
at all.
don't feel bad at all, no.
That happens. Everyone makes mistakes. Granted, I will say the hat thing, I think... look, that wouldn't have happened to me because, like, I just probably wouldn't wear a hat to a wedding to begin with.
Right.
But even if I did, because I do have some of my company's hats that are, like, black. They're black.
TBM?
Yeah, I do.
Really? Can I have one?
They're older, but yeah, I could find one and give it to you.
Nope.
But yeah, so, like, that resolves that, because you just want to be...
During ceremonies, I take my hat off.
Well, the thing is, to me personally, I want to be as low profile as possible in general. You know, so any bright colors, anything that's going to make me stand out. And the last thing I want to be is disrespectful to anyone, especially when it comes to, like, religion and stuff like that. I try to be very careful.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, with that being said, on a technical aspect, even though it's not a big deal, and, like, I'm not going to crucify Jacob over wearing a hat, unfortunately, in this situation, to be a business owner, I have to be like, I'm so sorry, that was very unprofessional, like, how can we accommodate? Because the truth is, this is the problem about running a business, is now we have 2 complaints in a row, essentially, and all it takes is, like, a review to come out or something, or they talk on the stupid bride Facebook group that it's on, and all of a sudden now it's like, one person will complain and people just come out of the woodwork about stupid shit. It'll be people that never even had an issue.
Oh, yes. One time, a videographer stubbed his toe.
You want to know? This happened to me.
Said, fuck.
I had an issue where a bride complained that said I used an iPhone to film her wedding. Meanwhile, it was not an iPhone at all. So she got it wrong. And then a bunch of people came out and was like, oh, I got my video and I didn't really like it. Meanwhile, she never told me she didn't like certain things about it. We could have changed it, but she never even told me.
Did you reach out to these people?
Well, no, because it's a private group that they don't even know I'm watching.
Okay,
I can see. And there was another person who was like, oh, I tried calling, or I was going to book him, and we arranged a phone call, but he was 5 minutes late in calling me, and I didn't answer when he called me back because I just was so disrespected. You shouldn't hire him. It's like, you're not even a client of mine, but because all these other people came out of the woodworks, now you're jumping on.
Wait, so it was just some random person said that?
Some random person, and people do that all the time. So it's like,
What's going on our heads or no?
No.
Huh?
There's no
Brandon
way.
didn't even carve his from the...
Are you going to put
I'll
them on
do
our heads?
Yeah, do it.
I don't think they're going to fit.
Don't be a hater.
So anyway, so I have to unfortunately play like the business owner role of this and just be like, I'm so sorry, it was unprofessional. What can we do to
Can
accommodate?
you delete that video or not give it to
Well,
her?
the problem is
I'm not on camera.
No, I'm not saying... I'm talking to Trevor right now.
Oh, okay.
Well, we'll see what the other issues are. She complained about. I have a feeling it's gonna be all like stupid shit. But like, here's the thing.
That's possible.
Here's the reason I hate this industry at this point, to be quite honest. And I almost like I'm trying to see if I can try to do something else at some point. Because the truth is, I hate this. Everyone makes mistakes at work. I think every one of us have made a mistake, right? Absolutely. None of us are perfect.
I gotta use my head sometimes.
The problem is when you make a mistake at a wedding, there's no you can't make a mistake.
I did not guess the joke.
Yep.
I didn't get it.
The problem is when you make a mistake at a wedding, you can't make a mistake. Like, you just can't do it. It's like when you make a mistake and your career's over and you're going to get bad reviews and no one's going to hire you again because every bride freaks out about her wedding. You have one negative review and a bride, you're never going to get booked again. Every time, I don't have a lot of negative reviews. I got a lot of positive ones. But like in the 4 years that I've been in business, you get one negative review and I see the impact of bookings for like 6 months. Like, it's very evident. Like, I'd be booking like crazy, and then all of a sudden it all kind of shrivels up and goes away for a while, and then about 6 months later it'll start picking back up. So it's like, I hate that because it's like you're not allowed to make a mistake. Everyone makes mistakes, you know. So it's, I don't know. I hate it. That's one thing I absolutely hate about this industry.
I've worn the pink hat all year.
Well, I will say I've had way more compliments about you than complaints ever. Like, I've gotten people specifically that reached out just to like say, you know, that you were awesome. However, I gotta say, I've been getting compliments about someone else recently a lot more.
Oh, good.
It was Ginger Jacob.
As it should. As it should, goddammit.
I have a text message that literally the groom. It's like, I'm not even joking. It's a paragraph. And it was the same day I found out about the negative stuff with you. So I was like, oh, come on. Don't. I just saw it. And I was like, oh, my God, please don't be, like, making it worse for me. And it was like, I just want to check in my video, but that's not even the important part. It's not why I'm messaging you. It's that I wanted to tell you, I love your team. He was like, I love Jacob. It's like I knew him forever. That's literally the text message. It's like he was a buddy. Like, we haven't talked we were just hanging out and we were eating together. He mentioned that. I was like, really? Just
that's the most Jacob review. We were eating together.
Yeah, it's like he was like, I loved your team.
Ginger Jacob.
Shout out.
Everyone at the Reality Rejects, even the 2 that haven't met you, we love you.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Gingers.
I sent him a clip of us talking about him, and he goes, "Hey, I had a similar experience."
That's funny. Well, that's it. I mean, at the end of the day, I I don't really care that much, to be quite honest. I used to. Like, if this was like 2 years ago, Trevor, I'd be freaking out, and I probably would have like strangled Jacob, because that was where my emotional and mental like sanity was with business stuff. Nowadays, you know what? You can't care about the little things. This is not a big deal whatsoever. It's just that I have to make it sound like it's the worst thing that happened in the world when I talk to the client. Like, oh my god, I talked to Jacob. He apologized for the situation.
I do not.
Huh?
This is my official statement. So if you had a problem with me wearing the pink hat, well, first of all, I would have liked to have known that was an issue. I've been wearing that pink hat forever, mostly for technical reasons. Like if we go outside, the hat is on. It doesn't really make sense inside like a church or something.
Wait, you can't do that. Well, for the future, just if you're doing one of my weddings, can you not wear a pink hat?
Trevor, I think I can accommodate that.
Thank you.
I think that won't be an issue.
I don't think if you did, it would ever come up again. But I can't deal with it.
I don't need to wear the pink hat.
See, here's the thing.
See, that's the other thing. It's the only hat I have.
Are you? Does the pink hat define you?
Wait, can I just say?
No, well, last Christmas I bought my boss a bunch of different hats for all the different roles he has, and there was just a pink hat that was left over, so I started wearing it, and I got like compliments on just how I looked in the pink hat. And I was just like, I actually kind of like the way I look in this pink hat too, so I just usually wear a pink hat. This is purple, but it's for the costume, because the hat's now my vibe. But back to the brides who are upset about the pink hat. Hey man, sucks to suck. Sorry.
Damn.
Don't destroy Trevor's business.
This is why I keep things separate.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. That's
Well,
what
but in all reality, it is like, what are we supposed to do? Cry about it at the end of the day? Like, as a business owner, I gotta do the right. I have to be
it's not malicious.
Exactly. No. If you did something malicious,
Right, if I was, like,
it'd be a
being an
very
asshole,
different story.
Like if I wore a pink hat that like sparks,
Or they just asked you to take it off and you said no.
If I got asked to take the hat off, yeah.
Shut up. You would have been like, why?
No, absolutely not. I would totally understand. It's not time. I've been asked to take off the hat once. I was doing a drone shoot, and they're like, "You're not going to wear that during the ceremony," and I was like, "No." And he's like, "Yeah, I know." I was like, "It's that rabbi."
Okay, yeah.
The one that was like.
I think you would just be perfectly fine if you just didn't wear the pink hat.
Oh no.
And during a ceremony, I would never wear a hat, but
no, you're totally correct.
But at the end of the day, look,
I'm not heartbroken over it.
I hate when this shit.
I put you in that position.
No, it's fine. I hate these situations, and it does give me stress and anxiety. But like, when the issue is literally regarding a fucking hat, and I don't know what other minuscule thing she's gonna say. It's gonna be stupid shit.
It's probably me being on my phone or something.
I've gotten that is a complaint I've gotten about.
I don't go on my phone to like play phone games. I just have this OCD about time. I get really, you guys know.
Yeah,
I'm
timing.
Like, I check the time like religiously. But that's why
you know what
I need a watch. So here's my Amazon wish list. If anyone wants,
I can get you a $20 Timex watch if that's gonna fix this for the future.
It would. I break watches.
You know what? I'm gonna tell the bride when I talk to her about that, because that was one of the. Well, we had a shot list on his phone, and he was just checking the time a lot and looking at the shot list,
But
making
I do
sure
have
he
a
gets
shot
it.
list on my phone.
I know, that's why it's not even a lie, really. But but like, here's the thing: it's all about perception. It's the same time and here's the thing: when the bride thought I was using an iPhone to film her wedding, like at the end of the day, I'm still in the wrong, even though I did not use an iPhone to film her wedding. Like, you, as a business owner, you just have to like
kiss ass?
You have to kiss ass and just to kind of accept it to move on.
I feel that. I understand that.
I hate it. I absolutely hate it.
Sometimes you gotta bite the bullet.
So I have to now, unfortunately, I'd be like, I talked to Jacob. He's so sorry. He's never, Well, this is a terrible makeup. Wait, can I? But Jacob made you a video. He wanted to send. He wanted me to send to you.
Whoa. Damn. I'm so confused. What's going on right now?
Wait, hold on. This could be the cover of the photo.
No. Wow, flipping people off. What are you guys, like 13-year-old
like, how
girls that think
unprofessional
that
is your
makes them
business?
look
You're wearing
cool?
a hot dog outfit.
It's flipping off your clients. It wasn't directed towards you at all.
You know what it is? Brides just suck. It's the truth.
Oh, no, I just...
Don't get married.
I don't know why. I'm sorry to interrupt, but
Yeah,
that's
it's okay.
just like a pet peeve of mine. Like
What?
when people just like flip off in a photo because
I don't
what do they
do that.
think that makes them look cool?
You
Like
know what?
that seems
Well,
like something a
I was
13-year-old
flipping
girl
off
would
a
do.
person, not.
No, but you're like, let's do this.
There was a photographer that did some work for me that I didn't realize. Like when we looked at the photos, there was always a flipping off. Like there was always a flip off, like the bride and groom or bridesmaids or whatever flipping off the camera. I'm like, what the fuck? Why is everyone flipping everyone off? It's because it was one of the things that he was asking them to do. And when I found out about it, I was like, it's a wedding.
You a child?
Flip off the camera.
Unless they
It's
ask
like,
for it.
oh, I can
unless
do
they
it
ask
because
for it,
I'm
which has
being
happened
rebellious.
before, but
I have video clips of just like them flipping.
yeah,
off
but they
the
got to be
camera.
the couple
They
that
wanna
wants to
be
do
the-
that.
they
Not
wanna
like
be-
I had shy couples that did it. I was even shocked. I was like, wow, I can't believe they got they
Didn't know that.
They're
Really
being
like
little rebels.
I mean,
felt
granted,
rebellious.
no one complained about that, but like
It could have been bad.
that could have been that actually. That was way worse in
Could've
my
been bad.
opinion than anything
That could've been
Jacob's
bad.
done.
Yeah.
Granted, I
I
actually
did
the
kick a
work.
dog once.
Okay,
Oh.
that's-
Just punted the bitch right in the middle of the wedding.
to be
He was carrying the rings, and I said, "Get the fuck out!"
to be honest, the worst thing you did, as far as I'm concerned, is missing the Katupa signing, because that was very blatant, and I even told you.
I went inside. Photographers
you missed
were
it by-
sitting on their asses.
You went inside, and then they started as soon as you left, pretty much.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And then I was like, "Hey, isn't the Katupa signing right now?" I was like, "I went inside, and nothing was going on." No, it was literally going on exactly when I mentioned that.
That's more coincidence at that point. Like,
Well, I was like, we
we
well,
had a schedule.
yeah.
That wasn't on there. What I was provided didn't have that.
Well, that's the bigger deal. I don't know. I don't know the excuse I'm going to make for that one yet.
It's called. Oh, did you tell the videographer that you were doing the Katuba signing at that time?
Actually,
You didn't?
wait. Can I just interject? This
Yes.
is the problem, and this is not your fault at all.
Okay.
The problem is she did. It did not get relayed to you properly.
No.
And I don't know who's-
Was there just like a schedule? Like there was like an actual like.
So here's what happened. It was on the system that I give to Eric. I put it there at some point, but this is going back too far. And by the time she complained about it,
Right.
I don't know when there's no date stamp, so I don't know when it was added. May have been added slightly after the fact.
Sure.
Eric normally takes the information from that system about 72 hours before a wedding. So
Right.
the problem is it was put there. Eric didn't get that. Therefore, you did not get that.
Understood.
So, but that is not the bride's fault.
No.
You do.
Okay.
So
well,
there was a
okay,
miscommunication there.
So you're going to the bathroom, Brandon.
This is why when in doubt, you stick with the bride and groom.
Well, I mean, unless you're setting up the ceremony.
Unless you're setting up the ceremony. Well, that isn't an actual issue too. Is when they don't give you time to actually set up for what you need to set up for.
I mean, I had the cameras out there already earlier because I was trying to be prepared, but nothing was happening. So, and the ceremony was next because the photographers, at the time in my brain, were just sitting on their asses. So
You know what? In my opinion,
This isn't even. You guys have nothing to do with this. We're just,
Yeah, no,
talking.
I don't even know what contribution to make to this.
I'm
Come on,
really
go on.
sorry.
No,
we
it's fine.
totally
It's
went
fine.
off. Anyway, long story short, email us at thealityrejectspodcast if you have a problem.
if you want us to come to your wedding and commentate over it on our
Oh,
podcast,
we'll absolutely do that.
that would be fun. Actually,
Free of
Perform.
charge, but if you want to pay us,
he's walking down the aisle. You see?
He's walking down the aisle, see?
Oh my
Man!
God, the Pope can marry them.